Happy Thursday, everybody. Friday in view.
Yes.
I like that.
Which means
Free Friday.
Weekend's almost here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, this morning we want to know, how do you feel? We're going to get to the details of it.
How do I feel? I feel okay.
Okay, good. Good.
All right.
All right.
A little sleepy.
That'll do it. See you tomorrow morning for another edition of Wake Up Charlotte to go. No, how do you feel about the idea? It's a sensitive issue in this city about companies putting their names at the top of skyscrapers.
So we're talking about this because Wells Fargo is looking at putting its name right at the top of the old Duke Energy building.
Got to be outdone.
Stripped right there at the top. Right there at the top we're talking about. The company says it's all part of a nearly $500 million commitment to, quote, enhance employees' experiences while working in the building.
How's that going to enhance it?
I don't know.
I don't get it either. But
They should have just said it.
so take a look at your screen. We were able to get our hands on the documents Wells Fargo submitted to the city.
Oh, yeah.
And here's where they say they want the new sign to be, that red dotted outline at the top. Those documents also show the company plans to upgrade the LED lights on the sides and the top of the tower that light up the building at night.
I love the way it's lit up.
Yeah,
very cool.
people love that. Of course, this isn't the first time a name has been added to an iconic building in the Charlotte city skyline. You may remember back in 2019 when Truist added its name to the old Hearst building. Very controversial at the time. A lot of folks were not happy about this.
It hurts so bad.
Here's the video of when it happened. Like the whole city, I can remember, just stopped and watched this, and a lot of people were not happy about it.
Yeah, dozens really taking to social media to share their thoughts. A lot of people saying they feel the same way about this. And when Truist slapped its name on that old Hearst tower, others saying it looks, quote, tacky and would ruin the look of the building and ruin the look of the Uptown skyline. So this morning, we want to hear from you. Should the Wells Fargo building get a new sign? What do you think?
Yeah, or maybe you're a fan of the change. Maybe you think it's a good idea.
Are they going to paint it on or put have the helicopters,
Oh, I'm sure it'll be big,
hovering
bold,
around.
bright letters.
Yeah.
And when we take that shot, when everyone takes a shot, because they will light up for different charities, different events. Their name's going to be right there, all lit up.
Totally.
Hank chiming in saying, I don't see the big problem. It's pretty common in major cities. Allies Building has their name on it. Why can't Wells Fargo?
I'm with you, Hank.
Yeah, I do feel like some folks in Charlotte take this strangely personal.
Yeah.
And listen, I think as a person who really enjoys design and architecture, like I get it. Like if you have a beautiful, it's different if you have a stadium that you throw Bank of America on the side of because it's a stadium. Nobody's thinking about the stadium as some big, beautiful, piece of architecture. Some of the buildings, not just in this town, but a lot of skyscrapers people look at as like really great examples of
like the old Hearst Tower.
Modern design. And the Hearst Tower architecturally is a beautiful building. Like the top is bigger than the bottom. Like it's a very pretty aesthetic. And so when you put a big billboard on the side of the top of it, people are like, well, that changes.
Wait till Bank of America does that to their corporate, the big home office up there at the 60th floor, giant BOA.
We're just going to see all these names.
I know.
You can see for miles.
Joy chiming in saying, I don't want to see the name. It's tacky. John saying, I don't see how it improves the employee's experience.
Right, John.
They could have just said,
we want our
name up there.
Totally.
We want the advertisement.
It is not about the employees. It's not about the employees. I do think also, again, I'm trying to think of it from a design perspective. I do think if you're going to do this, seeing this unfold yesterday on social media, I was in South End and I saw the new Lowe's corporate building in Lowe's. And their name is at the top of it, but it's in a designated place that was designed to be. And so I feel like when you retroactively put these names, these billboards, you can tell, and it doesn't look like it goes with the design of the building. And I think the Lowe's example in South End looks like it goes. It's in a little notch at the top of the
like
10,
15 years from now, no one will even think about it. It'll just be
exactly.
Unless it changes its name again.
Just getting some word in from the headquarters. Giant call letters be put on top of our building here.
We do have giant.
We have them.
No, even larger.
I was going to say we do have them actually.
Very top. That you can see from the sky.
Love it.
Yeah, because ours are relatively new in the last couple of years. The WCNC.
They're just on the side there.
But you can see them from when you're driving by.
Yeah, you can.
If you look,
Free advertising.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was just reading some of the things you already read.
We can pop up some of the comments, too. I'm looking at them over here, but I don't think we read all of these. One person saying all around the world you see company names on buildings, companies represent, and then it switched. So I couldn't finish reading it. That represent groups, and that's a good thing. It's only disgusting.
I'm thinking of major cities, and if you think of like Chicago, New York City, there aren't any giant, logos in any of those buildings.
But think about like the Empire State Building.
There's not
if they took that and put
or a Rockefeller Center and put NBC on the top of that.
I think there might be Comcast at the top of the Rockefeller Center, actually.
Oh, really?
I believe there might be.
That would be newer then.
For the longest time, there was RCA at the top of the building. And I think Comcast now might be at the top of.
I'm trying to picture Rockefeller.
I'm trying to remember Chicago's, and but I think the major difference though is that these are established cities already. I think Charlotte is still kind of trying to establish itself, and I wonder how much that has to do with this.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to think Chicago skyline. Nothing comes to remembrance right away.
Buildings in Charlotte are relatively new.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about it. These are all brand newer buildings. I mean,
and some of the older buildings in Chicago or New York, you're probably going to have a lot more groups protesting because the architectural history of them.
Chicago is rich in architectural history, so it's a little bit.
That boat tour, by the way, the architecture boat tour in Chicago is so much fun. It really is.
Chicago River?
You go along and they do. It's so good.
Beautiful.
It's highly recommend.
Chicago.
All right, folks. So let us know. I bet this is going to be continuing to be something we talk about.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll probably have live pictures when the helicopter is putting it on top.
Let's go. I
just hope they make it like nice looking. Make it nice looking, pretty. We'll see you back here. It's gonna be Friday.
Yay!
Have a great one, everybody.
Bye.